Ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Hey everybody, this is the Digital Asset Investor, and I went to a holiday party this weekend and it made quite the impression on me. I'm at a holiday party. Here I am, I'm 49 years old. I'm at a holiday party and I have a conversation with a guy who is the child, he's married, he's an attorney, he's the child of some people I went to high school with. And I'm sitting here thinking, well, maybe I'm too old to be out at this party. It was one of those moments. Very nice guy and very nice parents, but it was one of those moments where you're like, golly, getting old over here. Oh, well. So, check this out, eGrag Crypto, color code $40. The recent flash crash swifted clearly out significant number of long positions, showing unpredictable nature of this space. It's stark reminder that leveraging these, man, I don't know if I know anybody who leverages in crypto, but that you'd have to be a freaking lunatic to do something like that. I've never understood why. I don't know any of those people, but anyway. Anybody doing that kind of stuff in crypto deserves to lose their money, in my opinion. Now, check this out. Google adds a section to their website for crypto-specific advertising starting January 29th. January is a huge month for crypto. Buckle up. Folks, I think they're setting the stage. I really do. I think they're setting the stage for, you got the Bitcoin halving, you got Bitcoin ETF. The stage is being set. In fact, that's a thumbnail. Stage is set, because it is. Now, Mike Novogratz went on with Raoul Paul's channel, and all of a sudden, Mike Novogratz, I was just wrong about Ripple and XRP. I was just wrong, okay? Here he is. Mike was just wrong, folks.
I was skeptical that XRP would have lasting power, because Ripple, the company, owns 60% of them, now 55 or 50% of them. And I was like, that just doesn't seem a proposition that's going to work. And I've been dead wrong. Hats off to Brad Garlinghouse and his team. Ripple is now, a institution. The XRP army is real. They care about their ecosystem and their coin.
All right. You can believe that if you want to. Here's an extended version of what he said.
Proposition that's going to work. I think it's interesting. We got a little bit religious on how we thought about these systems. And in reality, they're all communities. They're store of value that communities seem to care about. Like, I was skeptical that XRP would have...
Right. That's the part we already heard. Now, here's my thoughts. I'm not buying the I was wrong, Mike Novogratz. Think what you got going on here, folks. First of all, you have a Joseph Lubin that's basically in hiding. That's his best buddy. That's the guy that was feeding him all the information, according to him, not me. We've played video where Mike Novogratz said on stage that he gets his information. He even said at one time that he had a guy on the inside at Consensus while all this was going on. He even said that. But the I was wrong thing, there's no way that the guy missed that the XRP community was 10 times bigger than other communities. There's no way that he just was wrong. And here's the other part of it. Being wrong is one thing. Being wrong, oh, okay, you're not into XRP. This guy over and over and over and over would go out and make sure that he put those sentiments out there and tried to sour the sentiments of XRP holders. And almost as if he was trying to manipulate the price, folks. Almost. But I want you to watch this clip. Okay, this is Mike Novogratz talking to Raoul Paul about Luna. I want you to tell me, in your mind, just ask yourself, does it make any sense that he would get all of these things about Luna, and you can insert Ripple and XRP when he's talking about Luna here, and it would make much more sense for him to think these thoughts about Ripple and XRP than it would for him to think these thoughts about Luna. See, the only difference, what's the real difference between Ripple and XRP and Luna, besides the fact that Ripple and XRP are not a scam and Luna was, besides that huge thing? But what was the real difference? The real difference is what Mike Novogratz's position was with Luna. what he held. That was the real difference. Maybe he didn't get the amount of XRP he wanted. I don't know. But listen to this, and as we go along, I'll stop.
I've made probably more money this year on Luna than almost anything else. I bought Luna really early.
Okay, he bought Luna really early. I think that's probably the key, more than anything. That's how this guy rolls.
Highly impressed with the CEO.
Okay, were you highly impressed with that CEO more so than Brad Garlinghouse and the people at Ripple and the people behind Ripple? Hell no, he wasn't. But yet, he puts a lot more faith in this random Luna guy in South Korea, a one-man band or whatever. Why? Not because Mike Novogratz is stupid. The reasons are a lot different than that.
Not that he's allowed to be CEO with the founder. With Bell. Yeah. And I've just watched that community grow.
Now, do you think that Mike Novogratz seriously watched the Luna community grow, the community of children, Luna community grow as compared to the adults in the room in the XRP community? You really think that? No. When I hear this, I hear, yeah, I was able to help create that community and really convince all these people that they need to buy this thing. That's what I hear when I hear that.
Because it was a real use case originally with the payment app, right? With the Chai payment system.
Now, do you really believe that Mike Novogratz sees a real use case with Luna, with the payments apps and all of this, but he didn't see a real use case with XRP and everything that Ripple's been working on and all the different partnerships and the ODL and all of that? You really believe that? I don't. This is not about Mike Novogratz being wrong. This is about Mike Novogratz intentionally acting like he didn't get it and going on CNBC and acting like he didn't get it.
So you're using it in Korea to do.
For what end is the question? Why was he acting like he didn't get it?
It was, in some ways, the first guppy that jumped out of the swamp and became a frog. And he.
Speaking of Mike Novogratz, if he was wrong when he was out publicly saying that he didn't get it and that he was shorting XRP, Mr. Huber found here that he actually made a lot of money on XRP. They're calling it, this is back when they called it Ripple. This is from Galaxy's report. For the 3 months ending June 30th, 2019, the largest contributors to the net realized gain on digital assets of $98.1 million were gains on sales of Bitcoin, Ripple, and Ethereum. The question is, why did he turn? Because he obviously understood the benefits of owning, and they're calling it Ripple, but it's XRP. So Galaxy, Mike's firm, understood why you would own XRP. He's not owning it. He's not long XRP to lose money. So why in June 30, 2019, in that run up, did he understand it? But he goes out publicly and says he does not understand it in the coming years after that. What do you think? Was it because someone at the SEC told him they were going to sue Ripple? Was that why? I think we should know. And then there's this. Mr. Huber's on the game here. Oh boy, I'm digging into the newly surfaced SEC filings with Consensus, and I can tell you one thing, it's bad. We've always been right. Dozens and dozens of sham companies, all registered with and rejected by the SEC at the same time. Consensus, A16Z, Galaxy Digital, Goldman. Look at folks. Look at the names of these companies: Sin City, Bad Babies, Los Angeles Drive, Texas Holy Smokers, Denver Moguls, Consensus, Galaxy, Andreessen Horowitz, Consensus, Coinbase. Here you go. Sin City, Bad Babies, Texas Holy Smokers, Denver Moguls, Seattle Emerald Haze, Los Angeles Drive, CRL Team 612, Florida Mangoes Wild Inc., New England Cape Gods, Chicago Hog Mollies. You know what this reminds me of is when the guys at Enron created all their shell companies and named them after Star Wars figures. One of them was called Jedi, another one was called Chewie or something like that. It also reminds me of Sam Bankman-Fried, the FTX org chart, where the streets were named. I've shown this in my private group. The streets were named after streets at Stanford University, where Joe Bankman went to school. Or, no, I'm sorry, Berkeley, where Joe Bankman went to school. The streets, the companies are named after street names from Berkeley. Go look it up. Hey, there's Elizabeth Warren again. John Deaton says the American public should also get to see the meeting notes between Gary Gensler and SBF. You hate crypto and say it's all a scam, but you have failed to ask a single question or ask a single document related to those meetings between Gensler and Sam Bankman-Fried. Why was Gensler meeting with Bernie Madoff of crypto? FTX was mainly an offshore entity. Why did SBF have such incredible access to Gensler? Could it be because of the money he donated? Is that how it works, Senator? How much money do I have to pay you to get a meeting for the 600 plus XRP holders I represent? Did you meet with SBF? Did you meet with SBF? Did you blow kisses to him the way your friend Representative Maxine Waters did? Now, I'm going to create a new folder on this channel today. It's called the official folder. It's called the If John Deaton Runs Against Elizabeth Warren folder. So we're going to put this in the If John Deaton Runs Against Elizabeth Warren folder, as we are also going to put this in there. And I said it. Hey, Senator Warren, it looks like you and your friends had some pretty close ties to SBF. John Deaton put this in the If I Run Against Senator Warren file. The pro-crypto real army is at the ready. And here it is. I'm not going to say that name, but Gensler, a former campaign finance chair for that person, is, of course, not only the prominent Democrat who may have been willing to flex his influence on behalf of FTX, SBF, you may recall, was one of the biggest donors to President Joe Biden, while his parents, both Stanford law professors, have ties to the party. His mother, Barbara Fried, leads a group called Mind the Gap that helps raise Silicon Valley cash for Democrats, while his father, Joseph Bankman, drafted tax legislation for the powerful Senator Elizabeth Warren. It's not a stretch to imagine SBF sought to exploit these political ties to his benefit. Then there's this. A true scandal is opening for the Biden administration. And then you can, I mean, it's ridiculous, folks. So, Biden announces his presidential campaign 13 days later, SBF, son of Barbara Fried, Stanford professor, co-founder, political fundraising organization Mind the Gap, launches FTX Crypto. The exchange is magically an overnight success. SBF becomes biggest donor to Biden. Election day, FTX implodes completely. If you think this scandal is done, it goes even deeper. Gabe Bankman-Fried, brother to Sam, also a former Jane Street trader, is founder, Guarding Against Pandemics. He was a legislative correspondent for the U.S. House of Representatives and an advisor to large political donors in the Democrat Party. The family Aunt Linda Freed is a WEF member on Global Agenda Council on Aging. The father, Joseph Bankman, is a Stanford professor who has lobbied on behalf of hedge fund managers before Congress, before film records exist. FTX head of ventures, commercial at FTX Ventures, Amy Wu started the the Soso Foundation years ago. This guy, FTX director of engineering, has spent over $8 million for Democrat candidates. And finally, Obama's Commodity Futures Exchange Trading Commissioner, Mark Wetjen, was literally the head of FTX policy and regulation. Reports were the organization wanted to spend over $1 billion on Democratic Party for 2024. A massive, massive money laundering operation has been broken up. Folks, come on. Now, yesterday, I'm going to go into my member group at daixrp.com. Now, in the member group, yesterday I was listening to this. They let the most dangerous and censored man in social media, Alex Jones, they let him back on the X platform yesterday. I listened to the whole thing. I was trying to get on so that I could ask Elon Musk a question about PayPal Galactic and whether he was trying to create an intergalactic currency. I was going to ask him if he held XRP or XLM and why he's never mentioned them, but I didn't get a chance. They never brought me up. There's always tomorrow, folks. But in the group today, in the recent, there's several things we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about the creep shows that are trying to manipulate all of us. But I encourage you all, by the way, to go listen to this. But look what Elon Musk quoted. Globalists wants one world government run by corporations. You need to listen to this whole thing. If you want to really understand the evil that we all face, you need to listen to this whole thing. These guys are directly over the target. I'm going to talk about that evil in the member group because YouTube is I don't trust YouTube. Okay. I can talk about this on X all day, but not in there. Okay, so we're going to talk about that. It's daixrp.com. I'm also going to go over and show you some of the things that were deleted or censored in the recent presidential debate when people were telling the truth about things. See, anytime it's censored, that's how you know it. In my experience now, that's how you know it's the truth. Okay? I'm the digital asset investor. I'm not an investment advisor. This is for entertainment purposes only. Please subscribe, hit the like button, tell your friends and family that if it's true and we can't talk about it on YouTube, we're talking about it in daixrp.com. Here we go.